Okay, hello everyone. We have another game. So this is called Hauntlet. It was a submission made to me. The I think this will be a bit shorter than 1 hour because the person who submitted this said that it's a pretty short game. I think this was made for a Halloween jam, some kind of Halloween jam. So probably in a couple of days or maybe a week. Um, the general gist of the game is that you would solve puzzles with the help of some volunteers. And the idea with my channel is that I playtest games that you submit to me, either a web build or then I would prefer a Mac build because it's a bit easier to record that way for me. And yeah, the game can be in any state, but obviously something like playable is preferred. And yeah, I'll put a form in the description where you can submit also your game. I prefer Godot games, but you can submit any game that you have. But let's try Hauntlet. And yeah, don't the aspect ratio. I'm playing this through itch, so it's probably why it's looking a bit weird, like the white bars. But yeah, let's. There's a timer at the top. I could try to show you guys, but I don't think we need that for now. Just so that we can see a bit more of the actual game. But yeah, let's try to move. So, okay, it's pretty floaty. I'm not sure if I like that or not. So, how can I go back? Okay, let me try to. Okay. Okay. So press space and we move to this character. Not sure what this does. X. Oh, okay. So X and. Okay. So I guess when we press X, we move to this kind of ghost character. And then when we press space, we move to this more of this character, the white one. It looks like kind of the Isaac character. So yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't actually played Isaac game, but for some reason it looked like that. Okay. But yeah, I mean, you can switch the characters. A bit unsure why he's walking that quickly. This is now when I just try to press space. By the way, I'm not sure what's happening. Like I'm just pressing space now. Let me try to get. Okay, so now it worked. So wait, actually let me try something. I'm not sure why it's going like a rocket. Like now I'm pressing space. So character switching, I think it should be the same button. It's a bit confusing when it's there's different buttons. Like I think it should just be space. And I guess why you didn't do it for the character, because you want space to be like the jump button. But you could just jump with W. I think that's a smoother experience. So like space would be change character and W for jump. Because then like if you go to the ghost, the W is the jump button. So, and the space would then be the change. So it's very confusing, or for the player, like they would need to think of states, and I don't think that's a good idea. But yeah, I mean, let's try to I'm not sure why I can't move forward. Or now I can't even change the character. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. So when I switch, I'm not sure how I switch this, maybe E. So something happened with the, so let me try the ghost. Okay, now the, okay. And now, like if I go with the character, let me try to actually switch them again. I don't know. Yeah, I think the switching is a bit buggy. I'm pressing space, by the way, now. And you can see, it's, I don't know, I think it's something with this Halloween pumpkin. Like it's bugging it out. Can I move them back, I guess? No. Okay, let me try to reload the game. Yeah, but as you can see, it was a submission to a Halloween jam, so I think it was for a week or something like this. But yeah, okay, let's move. Okay, and it moved immediately. Okay, so space and X. So I guess, yeah, I don't know why I can't move. That's confusing for me. Okay. Yeah, I think this is broken. I mean, he did say that the game is very short, so I mean, this might be the game. But yeah, let me then try to do an kind of an overview. The art style, I do like it. One thing is about the dude. I'm not sure. Like, just I imagine the Isaac dude, so it looks kind of like that. I'm not sure. It might just be my imagination, but I would look into that. I would change where the button is the same to switch the character, because it's hard to remember like what state am I now in, and like button switching based on state is kind of hard, I feel. There is not really a menu screen, but I guess that's fine. I mean, this was a jam game also, we need to remember that. So the timer, I'm not really sure what it's for, but probably like how quick you can play the game, like kind of like try to do a speed run or something like this. It's sad that it's buggy, so that we can't actually try that. Or then like there's something that I'm not getting, but maybe also have it where like if the player doesn't, like if you can see or you can count like how long is the player on the screen, if they're over like a minute or 30 seconds or something like this, give them like a hint on what should I actually do. I think that could be pretty good. There's no background here. I would maybe do that. And the other thing is like the timer's at the top, but the aspect is a bit weird for me. Like it might be the browser, but I think it's a bit weird, the aspect. Like it almost looks square. So yeah, I would maybe look at that. The timer in itself, like if I scroll a bit up, let me see if I can do that. I don't think the timers, like this style doesn't really fit, and the green doesn't fit. I think this, the kind of like look, at least at the start level. But yeah. yeah, I think this is. I mean, the concept is pretty interesting. The ghost is a bit buggy. Like like randomly like flies pretty quickly somewhere. I don't think that's intended behavior because it's too kind of like erratic. But yeah, I guess the concept is interesting. If you would want to do this like as a, well, this was a jam project, so, but if you're thinking of like doing this as a full project, be kind of wary that platformers are super hard to sell on Steam. So I would maybe not go at that route. But if it's like a hobby or something like this, just the first game, it could be fine. Just to learn game dev. I think it's a really super good idea anyways to like start with a super small project. I did the mistake of, oh, now we got, okay, that's interesting. But yeah, I think it's a good idea to start with a very small project. I did the mistake myself where I did like a super big project for my first game. Okay, so there's something with the Halloween pumpkin dance, I guess. So we have to switch. Then we have to turn off. Then we can do the. And then it's gonna turn on the. Yeah, the switching is a bit buggy. Because maybe I'm getting the general thing. And then you have to go with this here. Okay, so now we have 2 characters. Oh, and I didn't even put the timer on. So let me put the timer on. But yeah, I don't think I will play this for a very long time because it's kind of. Let me see. Okay. Because it's quite buggy. But I mean, that's expected for a jam game. So I think this, yeah, this is actually pretty nice for a jam game. But it's this mechanic, it's like it's unclear to me still, and this doesn't actually feel that good because it's like you're not really like it feels like a bug, but it's probably not a bug. Maybe now, when I like think about this, like this the ghost not, and then the other thing is like not being able to switch. Like that also feels like a bug sometimes because now I guess no, okay. So yeah, that's kind of like an impossible, because you need to kind of get it away, but then you can't get it away. And then you're kind of like trapped. I'm not now. Yeah, now this is not triggering. Yeah, okay, so now it triggered. Okay, now it triggered away again. Yeah. So it's kind of like impossible. I guess. But probably not impossible, but like super hard at least to get. And this is kind of like, it's not hard because it's like hard. It's hard because like just the mechanics. Like they're just like annoying. Okay, so now. Yeah, okay, so now. Okay. Okay. So this is pretty interesting actually now, like how will this work? Rip. Okay. So I'm not sure if the game stopped there or what. Yeah, this one is bugging out. The timer didn't stop, so yeah, but I'm not sure if this would be the last one. But yeah. I mean, I think the concept is unique, or I haven't seen this concept that much. I have seen it in some like switching characters. I mean, it's not a new thing, but yeah, I think this wasn't like badly done. So props for that. I think the well, we only saw all 3 levels now. I think this was the most interesting of them, but this was also the most, I guess, frustrating. But this is more of like I put this to the jam game aspect where you don't really have time to test stuff out. So like this area was very annoying. Not because it was hard, because how the mechanics worked. I also think like this doesn't work. The invisible wall that comes here, like it doesn't work in my opinion. There would have to be some kind of like visual indicator or something, like why can't you go past this? Like because it wasn't clear from the start. Maybe even explain it to the player, hey, but like I think it needs something else. Maybe like a smell that's coming from them. I don't know. Or smoke, maybe. Just some kind of like physical barrier, I guess. To make it clear, like, because otherwise it's kind of like it seems like a bug. Like, why can't I move here? So I think I would do that change. But yeah, I guess I don't have that much else to say. I think I like the art style generally, but it doesn't feel maybe that cohesive. So, but yeah, I like it, but there it could be more cohesive. There's also no like background, so it's like it's a bit boring to look at, I guess. Like, I don't mean that in like a mean way. I just mean that it was a jam game, but there could be some kind of background here to break it up a bit. Like even maybe a pattern or something like this, I guess. But yeah, something there. The lever, I think it doesn't really fit the world. Like I'm not a expert in pixel art, but it just looks like it doesn't fit the world, and the same with the tombstone. Like this looks different to this. Like it's too high polish, I guess. Like if you compare this one to this one, like it has way more like shadows, I guess. This doesn't then have any, like it's a different perspective even. But yeah, and I understand it was a jam game, but just providing some feedback. Like it feels a bit like a lot of stuff just thrown together, I guess. What I'm trying to say. But yeah, cool concept, and if anyone else wants to submit their game for me to playtest, I'll happily do it. And one thing, by the way, with the timer, I could quickly show. Oh, now it fixed itself, but it had like a 0 before the 13, so it was like 0 dot 0 13 19. But it might have been a cache issue or something like this with the web browser actually. But yeah, if anyone else has games that they want me to try or play test, I'll happily do so. I prefer, as I said, like Godot games, but you can submit anything. I'll put the form in the description, and yeah, I hope this is useful and helpful. But thanks.